my mom is like haunted. My mom's like legit. She's a haunted woman. She's seen a whole. she's legit haunted for real. She's like she's so when she was young, she saw a tiny person like an elf essentially run across the street. Yeah,
rabbit people.
Yeah.
When I was in Panama, the guy down there told us that there's the rabbit people of the jungle. Like the Panamanians believe that there's still these little tribes that because they like see them still.
Yeah.
And I thought he was joking with me. And I was like, what? And he was like, oh, no. I've seen the rabbit people. And I've also seen like the UFOs coming in and out of the mountains down here and stuff. And I was like, what? I'm like, I have to ask my wife still to get his number. Like, he was such a cool guy. We had him come eat lunch at our like Airbnb we were staying. I remember drinking a bottle of wine and making like grilled cheeses for the three of us and like talking like cryptids and stuff because we had just fired up this podcast. So it's like, man, we need to get you on there and I need to get his name again. But the small, tiny people who saw that, your mom?
Yeah, my mom. Yeah, my mom had some encounters. She saw a little person run across the car. I don't know what to call it, an elf. Or
how tall? How tall? Like this?
Tiny. Yeah, like that. Like
like David the gnome.
It was like a gnome. It was like a gnome. That's good. Yeah. And then she also saw a UFO right above her head at one point. And then she, like I said, she's a haunted woman. Like she went from one house, our house that we grew up in. She was always having stuff happen to her, like constantly.
But you never experienced anything at the house.
I've never experienced anything. No, she was.
That's so
and she'd
weird.
always go, did you guys hear that? Did you guys feel that? What? And we're like, no, we didn't do anything. So my mom and dad get divorced, and she moves in with her new guy, and stuff starts happening there at her.
I see why
new guy's house.
You say she's a haunted woman.
She's the conduit
because we asked him, and he was like, nothing has ever happened in this house before she came here. So she's
wow.
So she'll just like she'll randomly call me or message me, and she'll be like, I just heard a bunch of like knocking at the door and went to check. Nobody's there.
Wait, just let me ask you real quick. Your mother's name is not Zool, is it?
No. Actually, that'd be sick. I would love that. But there was one time, actually, it was just kind of the Keymaster. So this was kind of scary, actually. She called me one day and she was like, so Mike, I heard somebody whisper hello from the basement. And I go, okay, well, you need to get out of there, freaking run out of the house. There could be a legit maniac in the house.
Right.
And so she ran outside and like, she waited until, she waited. I forgot who it was. Maybe my brother came.
Somebody
over
showed up, or
somebody showed up. Yeah, and there was nobody in the basement. Man, it's the weird. She's haunted. It's awesome.
So she's seen things. She's had auditory. She's seen a UFO.
She has not seen things.
Well, the little man. But not ghosts.
Not ghosts. No, she's never seen anything like floating or nothing.
Yeah.
She's heard noises and knocks and.
What was the UFO encounter like?
Oh, so she was sitting out on her porch with her friends and her sisters. I think both her sisters. Yeah. And then they see across the street, they see this UFO, and it's just sitting there, spinning disc, just like lights and everything. And, they start screaming and they run for it, and they just see it shoot up in the air and go away.
And this is in New York, correct?
New York, yeah.
This is in New York.
Little town called Jamestown, New York. It's where I was born. That was her alien. She just saw it, and she doesn't know if there was missing time involved or anything, or what it was. But she doesn't remember what happened in between getting up and running and then getting into the house and crying to her mother. She doesn't remember any of the time in between that. Because a lot of people say missing time is the thing. Yeah, with UFOs. Like, so
does she still have things occur to this day?
About aliens?
Just anything abnormal.
Ghosts all the time. Yeah, all the time.
Whoa.
Yeah. Almost not nightly, but she'll mess with me like probably once a week and be like, "Yeah, I heard some whistling from upstairs. Nobody's up there," or and it's these things. This whatever it is never tried to hurt her. It's never. I tell her that all the time. I would tell her that all the time. She doesn't freak out. It's never tried to hurt her. It's never been aggressive. It's always been noises and. So
is it on her side of the family though? Does she have a history of this, like on her mother's side of the family, or like a familial?
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to find that out. Maybe her mom had something. Like maybe it's a curse.
She just seems like a magnet for anything.
Maybe
like
she
I
needs
said,
a visit from a shaman or something.
I'm telling you, man.
Get smudged or I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, she's hitting all the strange bingo. It just got it all.
It's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome. It scares her every once in a while, but like I said, I always tell her, I always remind her, this thing has never hurt you. You know what I mean? It's never tried to do anything. It's
right.
It might just be trying to reach out, and maybe it just wants you to notice it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool though.